Hi Aquarius, welcome to your biweekly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is just a general reading, so always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. Also, if you would like a private reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Aquarius, very important message for you over this time is not everything you lose, it's lost. And it's about the sense that you may face some challenges in terms of expectations you created over this new beginnings, this new opportunities that you were see coming your way, but suddenly something happens that might delay those opportunities to come through in full completion, and that may bring you a sense of upset and crying over spilled milk and focusing only on what this delay made you lose instead of understanding the higher concept that maybe this happened because you were not fully seeing the truth behind this desire to create these new beginnings and these new chances and new opportunities. And so there's a need to revalue the own foundations of these decisions you were making about moving forward, going to a new direction in your life, but maybe without fully thinking it through at a deep level and understanding the underlying motivations and what you're trying to build. Is it something that it comes from a deep space within you, or something that it's an illusory road you just want to go, just want to go towards to escape the difficulties and the challenges that you face on the road you are in right now? So it's kind of a time where there's a lot of checkup to be made in terms of plans, decisions, goals, things much more oriented by actions and desires and ambitions to achieve something, which could be related with creative projects, um, your aspirations, financial situations, but all of this is deeply connected with the real plan behind the apparent plan, if I'm making myself understood by what I'm saying. Because you have the tower in the immediate current position right now. So the tower has many possibilities, but it's always about unexpected changes, a need to awaken to something that it's a shake to your system, that it's not something that is felt in terms of energy with ease because it's so intense and so abrupt. So it's an abrupt energy that comes forward through a sudden revelation, a sudden realization, a sudden event, a conflict with someone, a conflict within you that realizes that where you are going towards, or what you were expecting at this time to get and to achieve is not happening. There's a fallout of this situation, so you can rebuild it stronger, so you can rebuild it with a much more presence within your own aspirations, goals, and desires, but in a way that it feels right. It doesn't feel um, as going with the flow as maybe you were going in this situation, because you have the Ace of Wands reversed, and I don't use reversals really, but the card, I don't know how, showed up reversed, so I'm reading it reversed because it really has a meaning with this overall spread. And so crossing the tower, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, that challenge of wanting to begin something that it feels it has a feet on their own, it feels solid, it feels strong, it feels that you have the resources, you have the blessings of the universe accompanying you to make this journey, to make this path possible. And suddenly something happens where you realize that abundance, that prosperity, that the opportunities you were envisioning are not at this time fully present. Either you don't have the money that you thought you were going to have for this to happen, you don't have the work opportunity, you don't have the job interview, you don't feel inside of you strong enough to take this leap of faith. There's many possibilities, but all of them have to do with a sense of abundance. So there's an awakening happening in terms of realizing that there's something about prosperity, abundance, security, safety in what you're trying to build that it's not manifested yet. And so you need to rebuild something. You need to reshape something. You need to reorient something to make it go in the path of your vision of victory, of success. So in the foundation, you have the Chariot. Again, another very powerful card here. So these new beginnings here, they're definitely there, about to be manifested, but they are not coming through as you would like at this time, because there's again a checkup that it's needed on its own foundation. So you need to go back to basis. You need to go back to the very own step and decision that you made, to leave something behind and to go in the new journey. If you decided to relocate, if you decided to go abroad, if you decided to move jobs, move career paths, move relationships, take relationships to another stage, it really doesn't matter. This for me feels more like a journey of your path individually, in terms of purpose, in terms of opportunities to work on something that it feels satisfying, that it feels that it comes from your passion, the ignition of your own flames manifesting in this job opportunity or this vision that you're having. But it can go, this is a general reading, it can go in any area of life. But the thing is, you have to go back to basis, to the foundation, which is what is being shaken up and threatened. You have to go back to basis to understand when you initiated this path of the Chariot, what were the underlying conditions, circumstances that made you go on this direction. Maybe you precipitate yourself and you didn't think certain details through, because you were in such a rush to get out of the situation that you were, that you just acted on impulses to create something, to go in a different way, to move forward. But this moving forward, probably it didn't allow you time of deep understanding, of deep healing, and deep planning of the steps that you want to take. Because we can have the vision of the big picture and we can have big plans, but in order to actually be able to embrace those, we need to take care of the little, sometimes very boring details of life. So it seems like it's kind of this energy where you had this big plan and you had this big vision and you saw the opportunity and you saw something, you saw potential, and you just took a leap of faith, you took an impulse on it, and suddenly you realize that you forgot something. There's something that was not completely thought through, and now you need to revisit that. And in the recent past, with the three of wands, definitely, again, this sense of future vision, opportunities, wanting to go into a new direction, like the Chariot. Maybe you are really thinking about moving or traveling, or just a travel that it goes either just mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You want to move forward. You have your eyes on the future. You know that your way is out there, not going backwards. And maybe this feels heavy on you because you have the Five of Cups in the near future, because you are focusing on whichever this delay or this unexpected adaptation or change you will have to make. And maybe you will focus so much on the negative that you don't realize that the opportunities are still there. You will still achieve your new beginning. You have two aces here. Of course you will achieve a new beginning. But before you can get to that stage of new beginning, you need to understand what you are beginning. What it is that you are actually initiating? Do you know what you are doing? Do you know what you are beginning? Or are you just wanting to go on that rush, or of feeling the novelty, of feeling that things are changing, and it doesn't matter what is changing, it's just about the fact that it's changing. It's just the fact that you need breathe, you need the room to breathe, you need new air, you need new people, new environments. That's fine, but if that comes from a place of evasion, if that comes from a place of running away from confronting yourself with certain issues, of course it will be delayed, because you are not fully 100% um, committed with the journey itself if you are trying to escape something from your previous life or circumstances that you didn't want really to fully deal with. And so this can create a frustration with the Ace of Wands reversed in the crowning position. This can create a sense of a lack of motivation, and again, the feeling of being very down and negative because of whatever suddenly doesn't go as planned, feeling that you are losing, feeling that you are not being supported, or that life is against you, the universe is against you, people are against you. Be mindful of those thoughts, because what the cards here are expressing is your need to revisit your plans. So you need to go back to that place where you allow yourself to have a couple of boring days where you will just go through all the details of what you are doing. And in those details, you will probably see something that you've missed that created this energy on its own, and you need to redefine something, re-strategize your plans, and you will see the new beginnings happening, which is a new beginning that is very abundant, that it's very successful, especially in terms of business, in terms of career, in terms of potential to create something strong and solid and reliable. But right now, you don't see it, you don't feel it, because that's also the other issue. If something as an unexpected circumstance or a surprise that is not of your appeal happens, if that is enough to make you stop what you're doing, to make you feel that what you're doing is worthless, that's a waking up call, definitely, to really understand if you are really committed with the soul level with the situation. Because if this is something, again, that you're just doing out of the need to run away and evade and escape, this will be reflection. So you need to understand if you are fully committed to this situation or not. Maybe that you realize that this is a situation, this is a project, this is an idea that was just made on impulse, and now you have to go back to make new plans that seem more suitable to what you want to achieve. Or you will learn to overcome the unexpected events that we cannot prevent in our lives, and go back to plan and to recheck and to see the details of your plans, so you can then act upon even more stronger, but with much more understanding of what you are doing, with much more understanding of the changes you are initiating. And so if you feel frustrated, if you feel sad, if you feel that you have been losing a lot, if you feel that you are losing a big opportunity, focus on what's still there. What is still there that can bring a sense of opportunity, a sense of vision of that future you want to create. So, Aquarius, I wish you a great, great time. Thank you for listening, liking, sharing, subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.